purely for documentation reasons. I'm here. My name's John. I'm a targeted individual. This is KLG Logistics vehicle right here. The U.S. DOT number is 2274523, and the MC number is 777021, and the KYU is 343664. It's KLG Logistics. And I'm going to document now a second vehicle, and that would be these ones right here. Again, this is proving nothing. However, it is purposeful in documentation. It's this white vehicle right here. It's from AMHA. If you can see it right there, AMHA, and this gentleman right here is what we would call an FBI informant. He is basically following his target around. He doesn't know any better. I don't blame this guy. He's alright, probably a nice guy, most likely, but he just followed me over here and parked here. The reason why, and his license plate, just to document also, if you can just go ahead and bear with me here, it's a DCN 1230, and this white vehicle, if you look here, it's or whatever that is, AMHA. If you take a look at this vehicle very closely, I want you to understand what the back of that vehicle is. It's adapted, modified, and there is what's called a Stingray in this vehicle, and this is what they're using to have my cell phone be connected to, basically. And there is the Ohio license plate, which is 743YLV, and it is a county plate, 743YLV. That plate goes back, if you trace that plate, which I have before, unfortunately, had to trace that plate, and I wish I wouldn't had to, but I will go ahead and give the information below about that license plate, because I had to trace it, and the reason being is right now I am in Coventry, Ohio, which is basically past Akron, and it's 45 miles away from where I live, and those two vehicles, those KLG Logistics and the white Stingray van there, are also used everywhere I go. Those two tandem, and as you can see, the FBI informant is right there as well, and he's going to be pulling away now and getting right behind me and following me again. That's basically, I'm his target. He'll make it look a little bit natural, I guess, as he pulls out. And there's the gentleman in the Stingray van. Let's say hi to him. Say cheese, buddy. He's covering his head now, covering his face. He doesn't want to be seen. There's a Stingray in the back of that white van, and the KLG, the logistics red truck, those are both from my area. They are everywhere. Now they're 45 minutes away from my home in Coventry, Ohio. I had a meeting up here, and as soon as it was over, those guys tried to park back there covertly, right? So they can get on the freeway and just follow me all the way back to Eastlake, so I stay connected to their little logistics situation. If you can see, look at them hiding back there. And there's the informant again. He's just sitting there waiting for me to go so he can get behind me. And that is called being a targeted individual. Unfortunately, you're being completely harassed by these FBI informants, and all of the things that has taken on life according to these bogus counter-terrorism investigations that the FBI is started to do and have admitted to now. Finally, after all this time, they are admitting to these programs. Almost all or none of the targeted individuals that they have been coming up with in this program, which I believe the last total was 8,000 of them, had any criminal records. If they did have a criminal record, it was only after they were targeted. And normally, if you look at the most of the targeted individuals that I know of that were stellar citizens, business owners, mainly business owners, to be honest with you, I would say 99% of the targeted individuals that I have met in my life have been business owners, or have owned a business at one time when they were targeted, they lost that business. And what happens is when you're targeted, it's a takedown program. The FBI had endless amounts of money after 2001, and they really had just absolutely no terrorism at all to deal with. So what some genius decided to do is create terrorists by targeting 8,000 people and getting them to react out in public after being harassed nonstop 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with multiple methods using advanced technologies. These people, the only criteria necessary to be submitted to the program is to have 2 people say that you seem like you might be a terrorist. Well, here's the funny part. Don't you think that 2 people should be submitting a target as a terrorist separately? Like, if 2 people go at the same time and submit that person as a terrorist and say, we both believe, that's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy against the target. 2 people at the same time. Now, if 2 separate people at 2 separate times